morning. Before I begin today's lesson, object lesson, I just would like to say that I am very honored and pleased and so much joy in my heart. Last week I was became a member, and I am telling you, God is moving forward. I found you, and I'm very, very happy to be here. So. If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. Say that with me. If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. Many times we are forced with and faced with problems that we don't know how to solve. Things that seem impossible to us are always possible to God. Knowing this gives us hope that if we trust God, He will be doing amazing things. Now I need a volunteer.
Bennie.
Okay, Bennie. Bring your timeout chair right next to the teacher.
Y'all think this is the first time I've sat here? Wrong.
Today I have two challenges. And don't forget, if God brings you to it, I have the star pupils in my class. Okay, one of the challenges, Bennie, is for you to get this straw and to poke it through the potato. Okay? While you're working on that, I will tell you our second challenge, and I'll be working on that while you play with that. The second challenge is going to be cutting a hole in this paper large enough for your whole body to fit through it. Okay, keep working. Trust God during difficult situations. Even though things don't make sense at the time, keep praying, keep believing, keep persisting. There is no obstacle that is too big for God to turn around for your greater good. How are we doing there?
I'm okay. I'm got it parked away. Yeah.
Okay, you're doing really good. But don't forget, we only have 2 more minutes. God will make a way when there seems to be no way. Going through trials makes us stronger. In order to handle difficulties, this builds our character, our boldness, and allows us to help other people. Because we've been through it. Sometimes people say, oh, I have this problem. And then you can say, well, I had that. Pay attention. I had that problem too. But this is what I did. Okay, Bennie, you've been playing long enough. How you do? Did you do okay? Okay, Bennie. It was very easy. It's all right. All you had to do is get back through it. That's okay. Good. All right, here's the second challenge, Bennie. Here's a pair of scissors, and of course I got you safety scissors.
Good.
Make a hole in there so that you can fit your whole body through. Okay, this reminds me of a story about 2 frogs who fell in a tub of cream. Okay, I'm watching you. Next time I'll pick somebody else. One frog looked at the high sides of the tub, which was too difficult to crawl over. Don't copy from me. And said, "This is hopeless." So he gave up and he sank to the bottom. The other frog was determined to keep swimming as long as he could. And so he kept swimming and he kept churning. And guess what? He finally found himself on a solid platform of butter and jumped out to safety. No matter what the challenge is that you encounter. Can you get your body here, Bennie?
Not really.
Okay, good try. That was a good try. I wonder what your challenge is to encounter. Do not be afraid. Stand firm and go forward. Because trials are a part of our journey. It's what makes us stronger. It gives us endurance. It builds our faith, gives us empathy, and helps us to develop an openness to a deeper spiritual awareness. And when God, what? If God brings you to it,
He'll bring you through it.
through it. Let us pray. Dear God, help us to remember to trust in you first during our trials and our tribulations. No weapon shall be formed against us, and it will not prosper. We give ourselves to believing what we know to be true of your goodness, your faithfulness, and love. For us, we choose to believe your word, which says, nothing is impossible with you. And all of God's children said, Amen. Amen.